lived in a very small little part of the community, actually. And they came down into the heart of that little community and burned the cross.
A group of locals surrounded me. There were like 7 white young boys. They asked me, can I say a curse word? They asked me, what the f are you doing here, Nick? It was a punch. It was like a punch to my soul.
I could even be in the back of my parents' car riding down the street and stop at a stoplight and see white children in the car next to me who were sticking their tongues out at me and calling me all kinds of names.
Everybody has racism. It's a toxin, it's in the air, it's in the water, we all grow up with it.
My granddaughter went outside and saw this noose, a white rope noose hanging from a tree. That's today. I'm just a few weeks from the time that it happened.
She saw people getting into a pickup truck carrying what looked like shotguns and dynamite.
I mean, I always knew I'm in the South, and these people will kill you. They will kill you.
So the Klan comes to me. They're coming down the street, walking, and I get as close as I am right here. I mean, I literally could have tripped them. I mean, and with that dress thing they were wearing, we could have taken them.
It's the most pressing issue for Americans to deal with is racism. When you look at the Baha'i Faith, you know, the answers are there. We're having these conversations. It's in the texts.
I went to a friend's house, and when I went to her house, I felt an unusual sort of quality of love in the atmosphere. And I couldn't quite figure out what was going on, but I felt I felt illumined by it. I felt moved by it.
My first exposure really to the Baha'i Faith was during that period when I had become an activist in a way, asking for equality. And here these folk were having equality.
Which, in a sense, was sort of a parallel universe to everything else that was going on.
These people were loving, they were kind, they were honest, they were open, they were friendly. That's what the world ought to be about. That's normal. The hatred, the confusion, the suspicion, and all that was abnormal.
I can honestly say that growing up as a child, everybody in that world was my family.
It was just an unusual mix of people. And a verse from the Bible actually came to my mind, and it says, "Ye shall know them by their fruits." And I just had the sense that I was in a very special place.
I didn't know white people. And here these little old white ladies were talking about learning to love people no matter what color they were, no matter who they were.
Things started to make sense. I heard about progressive revelation, that there's one God, one race, one religion.
One of the central teachings of the Baha'i Faith was this notion that people of all races are the children of God, and that we not only should believe this in our heart, but we should also practice it.
I read one of the hidden words that says, "Noble, I created thee. Why dost thou abase thyself?"
When the Baha'i writings compare black people to the people of the eye,
the light of the spirit shines forth from the pupil of the eye.
Lets me know that there is something exceptional about black people. It's incredibly validating.
Humanity is like a flower garden, and the beauty of humanity really comes in its diversity.
And there's a particular line that struck me. It is the end to foreignness. It is the being at one in complete dignity and freedom with all that dwell on earth.
It was clear that it was all one religion. Different bodies, different times, different names, but the same light.
I felt moved in a way that I had never felt before. And then I heard a voice, actually. It was a strange, mystical encounter. And the voice said, "You mustn't worry. Everything is going to be all right."
It's not just a challenge for America, it's a challenge for our community as well. We should be struggling with it. We are struggling with it. Yeah, and the beat goes on.